Happiness is a lifestyle. Hey everybody, Gio here, coming to you from our backyard here in beautiful sunny Fort Lauderdale. I understand many of you around the country and the world might be a little cold right now, but the temperature here in Fort Lauderdale today is around a nice balmy 84 degrees, and it's just a lovely day. And one of the things Juan Carlos and I really enjoy about living here in South Florida is that we get to spend a lot of time in our backyard. And one of the things that we love about our backyard is that we've kind of created a little oasis for wildlife, and particularly birds. And lately we've put up several birdhouses. We've had 3 birdhouses since last year, and we've added a couple more this year. And then just this past week we went and bought a bird bath, and then I purchased from Amazon a solar-powered bird bath fountain to attract the birds and keep the water flowing and all of that good stuff. So yeah, it's really enjoyable just to come out here in the yard and see things. So this vlog is dedicated to our backyard, and we're going to show you around and let you see a little bit of our beautiful oasis here in South Florida. Hope you enjoy. So last year we decided to also purchase a couple birdhouses for the yard, and here's one here, and this is the largest one. This one actually has a large pole that screws down into the ground. It's got this squirrel-proof, rodent-proof barrier so that it kind of protects the birdhouse. And as of now, unfortunately, we haven't had any birds try to use it, but we're hopeful that maybe as we come through the summer months and go into the fall, that maybe this will be the year that we get to see a bird using the nest. Perhaps our birdhouse will get used. And then we also purchased 2 of these birdhouses. So again, these are by a company called Nature's Way, and we found them online, relatively inexpensive, and these have been hanging for over a year and they're still in great condition. So they're manufactured very well. There's one of our blackbirds sitting up on the fence. He's squawking at me because he wants to feed. In this little section of our yard we have several vandas, which are orchids, as you can see. Quite beautiful with all of their long root system. And we have 5 of those. And then the one on the other side of our hanging basket here, super excited about this one because we've got new growth. Right here is a bud, and we're about to have some flowers. And because we're in South Florida, these bloom year-round, so every other month typically we'll have at least one of them giving us some beautiful flowers. And the flowers last about a month. Right now there's none blooming. And here's our other little bird house. And maybe some of you watching this video, you might have some advice for us, and if you do, put a comment below. Maybe there's a way we can attract birds to actually use these birdhouses. Let us know. Wow, the sun's really hitting that solar panel right now, and that fountain is going to town. The interesting thing about that fountain is it only works when the sun is hitting it. So depending on how much sun is hitting it determines the amount that it'll spray. And right now, it's shooting up pretty high, which is kind of cool. Oh, look, there's a bird on it. So it's getting some use right now from one of the blackbirds. And the types of birds that we have here in our yard are these blackbirds that you see. We have lots of doves. We have a blue jay that comes regularly. In the evening, we have a pair of cardinals. So we have the male, who's red, and the female. Beautiful, they come out. And then we also have a red-headed woodpecker that loves to feed on one of our feeders. And of course, we have lots of the Florida mockingbirds. They come around. So yeah, it's beautiful just kind of coming out here and watching nature happen. Makes us happy. All right, so as the afternoon is winding down, the sun is moving further west. Juan Carlos is inside eating his sandwich. He's been working all day, so I've been out here in the yard. Right now he's talking to his mom on the phone, which is one of the great things about technology and the fact of being here in Florida and his family being in Costa Rica, that thankfully we have WhatsApp or Skype or Zoom, all of that great technology that we can now stay connected no matter where we are in the world. So that's important. But yeah, I wanted to take a minute and talk to you all just about sort of taking time for yourselves, a little bit of a relationship advice from myself to you as well. Reflecting on the last year, because literally it was pretty much a year ago this past week that the whole world pretty much went into lockdown. And as you know, Juan Carlos and I were married on February 16th of last year. So we got married in Georgia, we came back here to Florida, and then within 2 weeks of being home, we were locked down together. And I'm happy to say I wouldn't change that for the world. Well, I mean, I would change the pandemic for sure. I wouldn't want that. But I couldn't think of anybody better to have been locked down with than Juan Carlos. If nothing else, it certainly proved not only to myself but to him that we certainly did make the right decision in getting married and deciding to spend the rest of our lives together. You certainly learn a lot about the person you love when you're with them 24/7. And I can honestly say that I love him more today than I did a year ago, or 6 years ago when we met. So my advice to all of you is to savor those moments. Sometimes those moments of silence are just those moments where you're sitting together, whether you're just holding each other's hand, whether they're having a good day or a bad day, it doesn't matter. Just having that moment to be with someone that you care deeply about and that they reciprocate that feeling. And no matter what's going on the outside, that you can allow yourself the comfort knowing that you've got that person. And that person could be your spouse, it could be your partner, it could be your lover, it could be your best friend, it could be a sibling, it could be a parent. It doesn't matter. But whoever that special person is in your life, it certainly over the last year has made me realize to never, ever take for granted one moment that we have on this wonderful, wonderful big blue marble called planet Earth. Why am I telling you this? Well, I'm telling you because truly, I think one of the best things that we can do is to really communicate well with those that we love. So for example, with Juan Carlos and I can't even tell you how many times during the day we tell each other we love each other. It's become commonplace, but it's always heartfelt, if that makes any sense. And no matter how upset we might be with each other, and certainly there are times where that does happen, just like in every relationship, we made a pact with each other when we made a commitment to each other. We'll never go to bed angry. We'll never go to bed without saying what needs to be said. so that we can sleep peacefully at night. So thankfully for he and I, those moments are very few. I can count on one hand, really, in the last 6 years where we've had difficult times with communication with each other. Other than that, we get along amazingly well. So for that, I'm thankful. So I encourage you to do that too if you're watching this video. Find peace within yourself. And when you find that peace within yourself, and when you can truly love your own self, then you can love the others around you, and it makes communication so much easier. And it makes it a lot easier for you to open up and share your emotions with those that you love, share your feelings with those that you love. And yeah, so for this last year, I am incredibly grateful as I reflect on my first year of marriage, how incredibly blessed that we are to have each other, and that we've had each other to lean on during difficult times. Today just sort of made me think about that. Part of it is the backyard and the birds. I don't know what it is lately, though, over the last couple months, that just coming out here and having the opportunity to see all of the beautiful wildlife that happens back here just really sort of grounds me, makes me feel calm. And it does the same for Juan Carlos. He loves coming out here, and we enjoy filling up the bird feeders and seeing nature happen. We're real excited about this new bird bath that we have. That's something new. And so yeah. But as we said earlier, by the way, if you have any advice on those birdhouses, because we'd love to attract some birds, a mama bird and a papa bird and some baby birds, that would be awesome. Yeah, let us know. Put some comments below. And give us your thoughts. What do you do to ground yourself? What are the things that you like to do in your own home that bring you peace and comfort and joy in your day-to-day life? Share. We'd love to hear from you. So I'm going to let Juan Carlos tell you a little bit about his thoughts. Peace out for now. What are we doing?
We're going for a bike ride.
We are. You like going for bike rides?
I do. I love it. It's one of the things that I enjoy very much to do with.
What else?
No sé. Maybe we'll see that, ¿cómo se llama? The owl today.
Oh yeah. That would be cool. Yeah, so we're going for a bike ride on our new bikes. This was a Christmas present that we bought for each other for Christmas. These are our bikes. Which
we have a little bit of footage of us.
Yeah, when we were building the bike. So I'm going to throw that footage in here.
What are you doing?
I am unpacking the frame of the new beach cruiser. Bicicleta numero uno. Bicycle number one. So that I can assemble it. And I've been taking off, you can see all this plastic, and it's all wrapped up in the box, so I'm taking off all of that so that I can assemble it, because it's got to be put together, and this is a first for me and for Juan Carlos. I'm very thankful that the chain mechanism is pre-installed, because that's what I was super nervous about and worried about. But that's all already pre-installed. So I think in general, it's going to be relatively easy to put this together, as well as Juan Carlos's bicycle, and put it together.
I'll try to.
Yeah, no, I think I'm confident. I feel good. I feel good about it. There's not a lot of tons of parts and pieces.
And we watch a couple videos.
Yeah, and thank God for YouTube. But there's literally no instructions. So, YouTube videos it is. Ta-da! It's almost done. How many hours have we been at it?
I don't know.
We're calling it a night. We'll deal with this tomorrow. I love you. AC. We're both a little overtired. And sometimes the best thing you can do is call it quits when you know if you don't, then you get more frustrated. And we don't want to get more frustrated.
No. We actually did a lot more than we had done 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost done. We just need to do a couple little fine tunings and it'll be done. And then we'll show you how we learn from this, and we'll put together Juan Carlos's bike. And then
I'm happy that it didn't get scratched or anything during the whole thing.
yeah, we just got one little nick on it, but easy. And there's some touch-up paint, so I'm not concerned about it. Wow, that light is bright on me. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow for the rest.
Second day, we will try to put this one together. Gio is putting away some of the Christmas decorations, and I'll start with the bag. We'll see how it turns out. Christmas time.
So yeah, that was us putting our bikes together back, a month and a half, 2 months ago. And it was challenging, but we did it.
We did.
We feel accomplished because we built the bikes ourselves, because the bike shop that we bought them from was short on bike mechanics. And even though we bought the bikes there, they said it was going to take a couple weeks to have them built. So we said, we can do it ourselves.
And we did.
And we did. It took us 2 days, but we did. So anyway, we're going to go on a nice little bike ride, and when we come back, I'm going to let Juan Carlos tell you all what he likes about our backyard, since I told you what I like about our backyard.
Okay.
Fair enough? I'll give you some time to think about it.
Bye.
On our bike ride. And hopefully we're going to see that owl that we saw the other day. Yeah. All right, we'll see you in a bit. All right, everybody, so as we said, we're on our bike ride, and out here in this meadow area, our owl is here, everybody. We're super excited. So he's a ground burrowing owl, otherwise known as a burrow owl. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you.
It's so cute.
So adorable. Check it out. Sorry, we're directly into the sun, but isn't that awesome? That little owl? There he is right there. Doo, doo, doo. Got the sun in our eyes.
Little owl.
What?
Cute little owl.
Yep.
He keeps staring at us.
He likes us. So there's one thing that makes us happy. Nature, as we said, birds in our own backyard, and then just literally we just drove 6 minutes from the house on the bikes, and
yeah,
here we are. Quite lovely. All right, we're going to continue on our bike ride. It was just like that. We did our bike ride. What'd you think?
I like it. Yeah, it was short, but good.
Yeah. Yeah, only 25 minutes, but enough to get the heart rate up a little bit.
Yeah,
nice little ride.
Stretch a little.
Yeah.
After being sitting all day.
We've both been working on our computers all day, sitting around, except for that moment I was in the backyard. But yeah, it's nice to get out on the bikes. I think this was a good purchase that we made for ourselves. A healthy Christmas present.
Very healthy.
But yeah, we're starting to go into the warmer months, so we'll see when it comes June, July, and August if we're brave enough to get on a bike when it's 98 degrees, because as you can see, I'm already sweating. and it's only in the 80s. So we'll see. But let's go in the backyard because I'm curious to hear what you have to say about our yard and the birds and all that.
What?
See you in a minute.
Well, as I sit here on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon, it's been a beautiful day today. Not too hot. It's like in the 80s. Yeah, it's a beautiful afternoon. So I sit here and I look around me. How lucky we are that we have this space for us. It's our backyard. It's something that we enjoy as a couple and as family. When we come here, this is a place that we like to be, just hanging around, take care of our plants, look at birds. Now that we have that bird bath that you mentioned, we enjoy watching and see if any birds are going to come and take a bath. I like to keep the bird feeders full, so we have plenty of birds every day. I love a couple of special birds for me that come pretty much every day. Woodpecker that I've been seeing here for the last month or so, and also a red cardinal. They are very special for me. I feel them very close, so I hope they will continue coming. I would love to see that red cardinal, laying some eggs. I know the red cardinal, it's the male, but the other day we saw the female, so I think they are boyfriend and girlfriend now. So I would love to see them, having a new family in one of the birdhouses that we have here. I also feel very blessed that I have you in my life. It's been a little over a year since we got married, and as we say, happiness is a lifestyle. In the last few weeks, it's been very challenging to keep a smile for many reasons. But because he's by my side, I've been able to, make it every day and have a reason to be a little happy and to feel blessed. And it's important to have someone that holds your hand when you really need it. And the good times is very easy. It's very easy to hold someone's hands and say, hey, let's be happy together, put a smile on, and let's have a party. It's super easy. But when it's a difficult time, it takes real love to be there. And I'm very blessed that I have that love. Because I really need it. And I know that I'm going to need it going forward. So thank you, Mot. Thank you for that. And again, just sitting here, enjoying our backyard and hoping to see more and more animals every day. I love to see every animal, every little animal, even the iguanas that drive me crazy because they keep eating our plants. But I love to see them. They are cute. I think they are cute. I love to see the squirrels try to eat as much food as they can. You don't really like them because they eat a lot, but I do like them. So I love that. I love even the blackbirds that we see here. I think they are beautiful as well. And the dogs, they are cute. Again, the special guests that we have, the red cardinal and the woodpecker, they are very special for me. So I hope I will keep seeing them every single day. And yeah, that's what I have to say. I feel very blessed. Thank you.
All right, everybody. So there's a little bit from our home to you, specifically our backyard, our little oasis. And neither one of us know what the other one said. We decided that would be kind of fun, just to kind of talk to the camera by ourselves and share our thoughts. I'm looking forward to editing it so I can see what Juan Carlos said, and I'm sure you're looking forward to watching it. But the one common thread, I think, is that in general, as we reflect on the last year and the unfortunate pandemic that we've been in, the bottom line is I couldn't have thought of a better human being to be with during this difficult time than you. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you, and I love you with all my heart.
Thank you. I love you. Happy to spend all this time with you as well.
Yeah. And we really appreciate all of you as always, and sorry for the delay in videos. We're going to get back to trying to do more weekly videos. We've just been dealing with our own personal stuff, as you know, and so stay tuned. If you've got anything specific that you're looking for related to, for example, Fort Lauderdale and local Fort Lauderdale, and maybe the gay community here in Fort Lauderdale or anything of that nature, let us know in comments below. Because we definitely want to get out in the community here locally and bring you a little bit more of what life is like living here full-time in South Florida. Because we love it. We do a lot of beautiful things here. So, anything else you want to say?
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I love you. And if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We'd appreciate that very much. And if you like this video, share it with your friends. And again, if you got any comments or feedback, put that below, and always a thumbs up. That helps us out a lot. So until next time, as we always say, happiness is a lifestyle. Bye, everyone.